We going all in, 1000%. Every inch of our bodies, we gonna fight till the end. The moment is ours, don't even pretend. Inevitability, yeah, we at it again. We level up, give it everything that we got. Nothing stands in our way, yeah, we sit at the top. We level up, growing, yeah, we out of control. Nothing could contain all the power we hold. We going all or nothing, all in, no bluffing. This is how we do it, one chance, one shot, one life, so live it. We going all or nothing, all in, no bluffing. This is how we do it, one chance, one shot, one life, so live it.
Welcome to Cheshire for the 7th event of the PGA EuroPro Tour season. It's the COBRA PUMA Golf Next Level Championship from McDonald Portal. It's our second successive visit to a McDonald venue. Of course, last week we were at Linden Hall, where Andrew Wilson emerged the victor. If he can stay top of the mini order of merit from the 4 McDonald venues this season, he will earn a 7-night trip to Spain. So there's that to play for, plus plenty more. A £10,000 winner's cheque, a massive trophy, and of course, a nice rise up the order of merit, the race to Desert Springs. So without any further ado, let's find out what we've got coming up over the next couple of hours. There's a little detour to Chester as we go in search of a few more eagles with man of the moment, Marco Penge.
The bird you're thinking of is the peregrine falcon, which is the fastest animal on the planet, can do 242 miles per hour.
242?
Yeah.
Conor O'Rourke recounts his Irish Open adventures.
Yeah, it's amazing. For me, I'd never played in anything like that, so you can only learn and improve from it.
And here in Cheshire, the opening 2 rounds have suggested a record-breaking score is in the offing. James Fraser came close, and we caught up with him after his opening round.
When I did birdie the next, I thought I'm 7 under through 6 here.
And of course, the highlights from the final round of the COBRA PUMA Next Level Championship. John, this week at McDonald Portal, what are the players going to face from this layout?
It's different gravy, this golf course, compared to the other ones we've had. I mean, this one is massively open. I mean, it's going to be who can hit the ball the furthest, I think. You know, driver is going to be your best friend this week. You're going to see everyone hitting it. I mean, the par 5, especially on the back 9, are massively dominant. You can dominate those babies because you can hit a big drive down there and you're going to leave yourself a very middle iron in for your second to a par 5. But the only hard thing is, for the players, I think, this week in particular, is where they're going to be short-siding themselves, where they're hitting driver and getting very close to the green. It's going to be very awkward because it's very hard around the edges. You know, it's drained really well. There's not much, there's not much growth around there, so they're going to get a lot of bounce. So they've got to be A1 position, and delicate with their chips to get it close to the flag. It's not going to be easy.
Great stuff, John. So it sounds like aggression off the tee and plenty of distance is the key to going low here. Let's hand you over to the commentators and see how the final round unfolded.
Thanks, Kit. I'm happy to say that with me in the commentary box is former BMW PGA champion Scott Drummond and the irrepressible Mr. Morgan. Marco Penge is looking to make amends for a Dudsbury disappointment that's still fresh in the memory, but he knows he has to keep his foot on the gas. Low scores are out there as Joshua Grenville Wood is showing. He's 7 under through 11 holes. He's burst from mid-pack into tied 3rd, and he's targeting another birdie at the 12th.
Yeah, this is a fantastic round of golf today, been put together, and he just can't miss. Another one in the bag.
Well, this is a second, 340 yards long, par 4, straight downhill. Now, as a player, I fancy my chances. Looks pretty wide to me down there. You've got big trees on the left, big trees on the right, but they are miles apart. I mean, the fairway is as narrow as you like, but it all funnels in together, kind of bottlenecks, and just feeds onto the green nicely. You've got rough left, rough right, but I mean, if you're not off the beaten track, you just hit that nice low bunty one, you might find yourself on the green. I think the boys are really going to take this on. Now, I'm not as long as some of them, so I think most of them might hit 3 wood. I'm going to hit the driver. I think lower the better here. It's not the aerial route needed. Teeing up on the left-hand side because got a nice big tree lurking on the right. If I teed it up there, that would come into play. Now, trap this one, hit a low one, and I tell you what, I reckon it's going to finish down there, right by the green. Now, come on, Johnny. That is gunned. Ripperoo. Have the banks. Oh, the banks is there. It's got to be virtually on the green. Well, that's the second, boys and girls. 340 yards straight down a hill. The boys are going to eat this hole up.
We're in the presence of greatness. Now, can Jack South equal the accuracy just shown by our John? Parred the first, did South.
Slightly too far right here, Phil, and that bunker just shy of it. That's going to be awkward up and down from there.
First fairway and our final grouping all are in the short grass. Superb start for all of them, but we're going to see a pattern emerge here. Daniel Gaunt is about 30 yards back in that direction. Here, Richard Mansell's ball, he really shifts it off the tee, but another 5 or 10 yards up is Marco Penge. In this final group, we have got two of the longest hitters on tour, and Daniel Gaunt, a man who has played on the European Tour. This is going to be a fascinating final round.
Well, here is Mansell. Second shot to the first. Just a wedge in hand. Looking to take dead aim here. Soft conditions. Come on. Well, he's trying to get back there, just a couple of yards long.
I mentioned at the start of the show that at the Golf Catcher Championship, Marco Penge had the title in his grasp. He was 6 clear approaching the turn, but didn't get the job done. Today, looking to make amends.
Yeah, man on good form, great player, and what a shot in there. Just comes just past pin eye. Beautiful wedge shot in.
Now here is South at the second. We saw him come up short right, just short of the bunker. A little bit of an awkward one across the shoulder. Looking for that to release a bit more than it has. Bit of work to do there for his birdie.
Now this is Nicholas Poppleton, who parred the first, birdied the second and the third, and is looking for something exactly the same on the fourth.
Just a wedge. Again, looking to get these close today. Just slightly shy with that one.
Yeah, you're going to get a lot of chances around here, Scott. Richard Mansell, those mistakes from last week, hitting it in the water on 18, and what a start. Forgets all about last week. Man on a mission for his first win.
Yes, at Linden Hall, he thought he needed a birdie to win. Went with the driver, found the water and came up just short, but eventually he will break through. There's no doubt about that.
Without question, Phil.
Grenville Wood was having an amazing day, but that one lips out, and that's going to be a bogey.
Penge to get off to the flurry. Everyone wants a birdie on the first. And more than 2.5 feet. Oh, and it's a strong lip out. Daniel Gaunt there looking on.
Poppleton came off on the front of this fourth green. Birdie attempt here, not too far. Yeah, well done. Got to make the putts today. There is going to be some low scoring despite these damp conditions.
Jack South from Hagley Golf Club. Very nice indeed.
Yeah, I've seen him on the range quite a few times. Real dedicated young fella. Good player. Now Penge to finish off his par here. Equal distance from the first one. Oh no. A 3-putt at the first from no more than 2.5 foot for birdie. Comes away with a 5. Wipe that one from the memory bank, Marco.
Are the wounds of Dudsbury being reopened? That was ugly, not nice to see, and immediately there's a change at the top. Mansell replaces Penge as the outright leader early in the final round of a tournament that's more than living up to the expectations of the title sponsors.
We've been sponsors of the tour now. I think this is our 6th season. This year, the first of a new 3-year deal we have. For us, it's perfect opportunity to help and watch and nurture, develop talent as it comes through this sort of the #1 feeder tour in the world probably, and watch the guys develop and go on to Challenge Tour, European Tour and Ryder Cup teams.
How satisfying is it to see so many of the COBRA PUMA Golf next level players in contention on leaderboards as well?
Yeah, it's fantastic. Obviously, the aim for us is to have these guys and to start them off on their careers, if you like, as they go forward. We have 13 guys this year on our next level academy, and it's been really exciting to follow them every week, especially this week, obviously in our own tournament, seeing so many of them competing at the top of the leaderboard. The guys play for obviously the Order of Merit along with the EuroPro, but also alongside that we have their own Order of Merit, which is run in association with Modest Golf, which they're playing for 5 additional Challenge Tour spots next year. And there's also a bonus for a low score this year as well. So plenty for them to go out, and it's great that we can have them and watch them do so well.
So can one of the Academy members graduate to be a Euro Pro Tour winner today? Welcome back to rural Cheshire and the final round of the COBRA PUMA Next Level Championship at McDonald Portal, where, after a 2-shot swing in favour of Mansell on the first, the 2 leading protagonists have both parred the following couple of holes. As for James Fraser, he's begun the day with 3 straight pars to occupy a 4-way share of 4th place.
And I think he's a danger man today. He can go very, very low indeed as the rain comes down a bit heavier. Just this little pitch into the par 5 4th. Almost very, very good. Just another yard, and that would have been hole side.
He's attached to McInnes Peninsula, a beautiful course down there in South Wales. He would love to play Augusta, wouldn't we all? And I'll tell you what, he would love to score as well around Augusta as he has done here this week.
You started this week like an absolute train, 7 under through 6 holes, including an ace as well. What's going through your mind when you get on a run like that?
Well, the 3 birdies to start was sort of, it felt like I was 1 under because the 2 par 5s are short, but then chipped in on my 4th hole, and then to get the hole in 1, you know, the adrenaline was going a little bit then. I wasn't thinking too much about my score, but when I did birdie the next, I thought I'm 7 under through 6 here, and it's not that I haven't got the 7 under in a round before, but it was because I haven't been scoring like that this year. It was a bit like, oh, this is new, where's this come from, sort of thing. And it took me a couple of holes to settle down. I could feel like the adrenaline from the hole in 1 was still buzzing a little bit. You know, I was pleased with you know, the round, you know, the score in the end, but I was a little bit disappointed to be 7 under through 6 and then finish 6 under for the round. But yeah, it was great, obviously.
Huge amounts of adrenaline there. You mentioned, how important is it to know how to deal with that? And for instance, today in a final round, when you get into contention on the final few holes, there's going to be adrenaline there as well. What does it take to control that and still play your best golf?
Just try and take 1 shot at a time. You know, I walked off that, you know, my 6th hole, and then you've got, you know, quite a tough tee shot for that par 3. It's not a tee shot that you can just think, well, I'll just hit it up there and I'll play my 2nd shot. There's water around, you know, you've got to concentrate. And you know, that made me focus a bit more, rather than say sort of stepping up with a drive in my hand and thinking I'm just going to hit it anywhere. When you've got those sort of feelings, the little nervous feelings almost, to control your emotions and your temperament is massive.
Yeah, that is the #1 thing to do, control your emotions and temperament. He's doing well at it here, James Fraser. This for his birdie, up the hill, off the left-hand side. Oh, good stroke. Well played, James.
Now Penge, 2nd shot to 4. Just coming out of the light rough down the left side. Giving it a good old dig with a 3 or a 4 wood there, probably. And that's in a good spot, just short of the green.
Yeah, going behind the tree, looks like he's slightly on the path. Must have a nice light. Gonna launch this one with a little wood in hand as well. Scotty. Oh, caught hold of that one. Oh, but he's not gonna like where that's finished.
No, that looks a bit dodgy there. Now Mansell This rain is really coming down at this moment. And he squeezed that right. Could be in that trap.
It's been raining off and on all day, but as our leaders get to the fourth green here, the heavens have really opened. Penge is just short in 2 on this par 5, but if we have a little walk up to the green, you'll see what faces him. It is all uphill. He's going to have to play it in low, punch it into this bank, but once it gets up here, as it reaches the crown of the green, the ball will just turn from left to right to a really devilish little pin position.
I think it's fair to assume that the weather wasn't like this when Daniel Gaunt won the Al Zora Open on the MENA Tour in February. And I think it's also fair to assume he didn't have too many unplayable drops there either.
Now this is difficult. About 80 yards to go, out of a bunker, got to carry it all the way. Oh, just shy, and that might feed back into the front bunker. That was so close, that, Scott.
Yeah, it was. Just on the upslope, which probably didn't help. Probably would have preferred a flat lie there. Now Gaunt, he's taken a drop, as we saw. This is his 4th shot. Trying to get this on board, give himself a chance to save par.
Start, mate.
Yeah, very good. Could still escape with a par 5 here.
Now Marco be pitching this one a couple of feet short of the green. Hit it into the bank, kill it a little bit. One hop and a stop. Oh no, he's flown it all the way. That could be past the flag, and it is. Touching ball with Daniel Gaunt.
Yeah, looked like he just got a little too much of the ball. Now, back on the 18th here, Grenville Wood. He's had a fabulous day. Looking to finish off in style. He's given himself a chance.
Well, this is his first completed tournament on the EuroPro Tour this season. He withdrew last week, and what a fine effort he's made of it.
Yeah, very good. Second shot from nearly on the first tee box, that was. Now, Richard Mance, oh no. Tried to dig that one out, too much sand. Ball below his feet, never easy. And now, well, a tricky one up against the lip of the bunker.
So Grenville Wood here. Birdie putt on the final green. Oh, he must have fancied that one. Gave it a good run at the hole. Now a 3-footer or so for his par. Back to Mansell. 5th shot now. This is horrible when the sand is like this. So close to the face. Well, would you believe it?
When it rains, it pours.
Desperately unlucky there. Just needs to gather himself now.
Grenville Wood here to save his par. 18, big 3-tier green this last hole, and he slots it in. And there you see his round. Look at that. What a front 9. 5 under par front 9. 3 birdies on the spin to start the back. That one blip at 14. What a round.
And what turmoil in the head of Mansell at the moment.
Yeah, his mind will be racing a little bit. Just needs to compose himself. Do the best he can with the next shot. But he'll have that for a double bogey 7. That is not what he's looking for at the start of this final day.
Well, Bobbleton just in the right rough. Can't see the ball, can't be a great lie. Gouge this one out. Oh, and he's played an absolute perler, getting the strike as well to boot. Well played, sir.
And with Mansell's struggles, Penge has got this to regain the outright lead.
Yeah, this will be a real bonus after that mishap at the first. Just a fraction firm, just stayed out on the lip. He'll have a little tester there for his part. All testers when this rain is pouring down. Some hardy spectators out there.
Yeah, it's relentless, this rain, Scott. It really is. Now Daniel Gaunt able to go to town on Marco Penge's putt. Seen the line, knows what to do. Oh, doesn't capitalise. And it's hit further away. Proper rush of blood. Now Poppleton here for a birdie at the 6th. Great shot over the bunker from the right rough. Inside left, and he gets it.
Good amateur pedigree, Johnny. Won the Brabazon Trophy last year at Fulford Heath. The likes of Sandy Lyle appear on that trophy.
Cool, not a bad trophy to get your hands on.
And Mansell this for double bogey. Yeah, very well done. Just needs to regroup now. Still plenty of holes left. Plenty of birdie chances out there, as we've seen.
Yeah, firm in the middle of the hole here for Daniel Gorn. Gets it.
And if we give Penge his putt, it will mean that the final group have played this hole in 18 strokes cumulatively.
Wow.
Yeah, that is not what you would expect from this final group. It just shows what can happen. Get slightly out of position, and with the bad weather.
Last week's event at Linden Hall saw constant leaderboard movement in the final round, and this is following exactly the same pattern. Mansell's 7 plunges him back into a share of the pace, with Penge, who also bogeyed 5, Poppleton and Fraser. Lurking 2 back, Gaunt.
Yeah, out with wedge here at 6. Second shot, tight pin over the bunker on the right. Coming in high, needs a good strike. Stop that ball. Keep it shy of the hole, ideally. Gives you a nice straight uphiller. Oh, he's done it. 8-10 foot away. Happy days.
It feels like all of our final 3 players are really looking for that moment of inspiration or big shot just to kickstart some momentum into this final round for them. Penge has tried to make that happen by taking the driver off the tee here. He's got it up reasonably close to the green, just 51 yards to that pin now, but it's no easy shot. He's coming out of the rough to a green that's above him and a pin that is tucked right on a back tier. Anything short or left is going to feed away from it. This will really test his wedge play.
Yeah, he needs to get dialed in on his number. Coming out of this bit of semi-rough. Needs the strike, as we said. Has he got it? Yeah, very good indeed. Leaves it below the hole as well.
I was mentioning Poppleton's amateur pedigree. Well, he also lost in the semi-final of the 2017 English Amateur to Todd Clements, who won our first event on the EuroPro Tour this season.
Wow. There you go, what a coincidence that is. And I tell you what, this golf course seems to be getting a battering with the weather. I mean, some parts of it got the sunshine, some parts have got the whole dreary rain and the wind howling. Now, what a massive drive this was by Richard Mansell. Just shy of the bunker on the right-hand side. Opening the club face well open, flop it over it. Oh, yes! Get in there, what an eagle.
Well, that's a serious bounce back from the double bogey at the par 5. And that could be the momentum kickstarter that Kit was talking about.
Well, having chipped to here, Poppleton to try and salvage a par, which he doesn't do. How about that eagle from Mansell?
Mate, unbelievable, Phil. Just what you need.
I'm not sure Daniel Gaunt was too pleased about it because, of course, that reduces his chances of claiming a 4th PGA EuroPro Tour win. He's also won twice on the Challenge Tour, beating Tommy Fleetwood at the 2010 English Challenge.
You've played a lot of golf on the European Tour and the Challenge Tour since 2010. What have been the highlights of your career?
Obviously, winning on the Challenge Tour a couple of times was a big part of, you know, progressing. 2010 was one of those years where basically 2009 I'd written myself off. I was about to give up, and then you know, I'll go and qualify for the Open out of nowhere and do well there, which gave me a little bit of financial support to carry on. And then 2010, you know, I was still working in the shop, in the golf shop at that stage, but I just kept saying to myself, I'm going to win everything this year, I'm going to win everything, and literally just drilled it into my head, not in an arrogant way or anything like that, but sort of talked myself into playing really well that year. It was 2010 was a massive year, you know, a couple of wins, and then I was shooting 8 under every time. It just felt like that was par for me at the time, and you know, go over and get an invite to the Aussie Masters, finish 3rd there, where you know, I walk away from that event, you know, Tiger playing and stuff like that, and I was absolutely gutted not to win, knowing that I was thereabouts the whole time, and the shots that I did hit down the stretch were were unbelievable, but I just didn't, you know, a couple of bad breaks and it didn't happen.
Yeah, how does it feel with that very meteoric rise to suddenly be going from, you know, winning EuroPro Tour events, but like you say, playing in fields that Tiger Woods is in and doing well there? How much of an adjustment is that?
It wasn't much of an adjustment because that's where I knew I belonged. You know, I think if you don't think that you belong there, that's when it is an adjustment. But I knew that's where I belong, and I still do believe I belong there. You know, I played Made in Denmark this year, and it's a weird feeling, but I actually feel a lot more comfortable playing the main tour than what I do out on the EuroPro. It's something that I still need to adjust to, motivation-wise. I don't know what it is, but you know, that's where I know I belong, and I'll do everything in my power to get back there.
I also recall when he won the 2013 Telenet Trophy in Belgium, he played beautifully there as well.
Yeah, he's had some great performances, and he's looking for another one today. That will help. Was that one in for birdie? A lot of experience, as we know, and he could get on a run today.
Yeah, I was seeing him at the start of the week practicing his putting relentlessly for hours and hours. We see Poppleton there, tapping that one in. Now, Marco Penge, can he follow suit? We know this is breaking hard off the left. Just seen Daniel Gaunt's ball go in the front door. That's low side all day long. That's one gone astray for Marco.
Mansell was the man there. With a closing 68, current Order of Merit top dog Alfie Plant finds himself in line for more useful pounds and points, but in full recovery mode, Mansell's regained the lead. Whatever, it's all invaluable preparation for golf's biggest occasions, of which Conor O'Rourke has got a taste.
Conor, you qualified to play in the Irish Open, your home Open. What was that experience like?
Yeah, amazing, brilliant week. First taste of anything of that standard or level, so yeah, just absolutely loved the experience. Yeah, it was brilliant.
How well did you know the Lahinch layout before you got there?
Knew it quite well, yeah. We play amateur events there each year, once a year towards the end of the summer, so I knew it well, but it did play different and just a slightly bigger stage.
Yeah, how different did it feel rolling up with the European Tour in town and everything that goes with it, the crowds as well?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's, for me, I'd never played in anything like that, so you can only learn and improve from it. Great experience, got to play the practice round with Shane Lowry, which is probably the best thing could have happened. There was maybe 1,000 people watching me play a practice round, so.
Were you able to pick up any tips from Shane and chat to him much?
Yeah, just a little bit about preparation. Shane's just very relaxed and carefree. There's not much stress. You almost wonder, is he that interested at times, but it's just how he rolls and it's what's worked for him, so why would he change it? So yeah, I just learned a bit like that.
And now coming back to EuroPro Tour duties, how does everything you experience there help you for the rest of this season?
Yeah, it's got to help. It's got to help. I played on a big stage and didn't perform poorly, so yeah, it's got to help. Just every week's just a new week. You just got to prepare and try to do as best you can.
And having seen that standard now, how far do you think you can go in the game?
Time will tell. I felt comfortable last week. As I said, it's just getting your best stuff out more often. Beyond that, it's just preparing as well you can and just making every effort you can to score as heavily as you can every day.
Great stuff, Conor. Wonderful to see you at Lahinch.
Thank you.
Run McGowan!
Two things we know. Kit's a fair weather interviewer, and competing with the game's best requires experience to be gathered. And what better apprenticeship than the EuroPro Tour? Welcome back to the championship course at McDonald Portal, where Richard Mansell, so close so often to silverware on the EuroPro Tour, leads the COBRA PUMA Next Level Championship by 2 from James Fraser and Marco Penge. Nick Poppleton's now been relegated to tied 4th by a momentum-stopping bogey on the 7th. And that's the 390-yard par 4 that the final group are now tackling.
Richard Mansell has got a slightly awkward stance here, ball well below his feet. Not sure if he's in the sand or on the grass. Yeah, he's in the sand. Well, that just didn't come out at all how he wanted it to.
Yeah, up on the peak of this hill at 7 as well. Marco Penge down the right-hand side. Right, that wind from right to left. Oh, and coming up shy, and that's going to be a tight bunker shot from there.
Yeah, I think these gusty winds now really making it tricky for the guys to get their club in spot on. Now Poppleton sending one in low. Oh, look at the spin on this. Back down the slope. Come on then. Yeah, pin high, just about 4 or 5 feet. Fantastic shot there.
I think it's fair to say, John, now conditions are tougher than they've been throughout the tournament.
Without question, Phil, without question. It really is gusting up there. The rain is relentless. These guys are battling more than just the golf course alone, the elements. And there you go, look at this one, spinning back at least 20, 25 feet over onto the left-hand side, even more than that. My goodness, slow down, Bull.
Yeah, that will be a good 2-putt for bogey there. Now Poppleton, great approach into the 9th. A bit closer than we thought, just about 2.5, 3 feet for birdie. Well done. Back on track with another birdie.
Playing with Neil Fenwick and Ashley Mansell.
Penge, 8th in the race to Desert Springs at the moment. If he wins here, he'd move to 2nd.
Delicate little touch there. Played that very well indeed.
Must have had the lie in the bunker there, Scott, to get that action.
Yeah, came out nice and soft, didn't it? Now Mansell, we saw his ball spin back and down to the front left side of this green. Up the hill here. Give it a good whack. Up into the breeze. And that is some way short.
Yeah, a bit of meat left on this bone. Now, Richard Mansell, just to say bogey. Inside left firm, up the hill. Slots it in. That's going to feel like a par.
Hold a really good putt, if you recall, for a double bogey on 4, and that was another knee knocker.
Yeah, he's made some good putts. Now Penge needs this one. Oh my word. Another short putt. Eludes him. Great bunker shot, but that is a bogey 5.
Well, it's the start of the back 9, and this is the par 5, 501 yards. So in modern day golf, it's a tiny little baby, but it plays uphill, and the wind is going to be into the boys' faces. Driver off the tee gets you just shy of these bunkers. That's about 301 yards to the front trap on the right-hand side. There's 4 lurking over on that right. There's 2 down the left as well. So if you slightly hug it down that left-hand side, about 320 off the tee, and you'll be happy days with a good avenue to the screen. It's about 33 yards deep, and I tell you what, it's a tight target to go at. You're going to have that breeze into you. Pin's just slightly left half. I'm going with the 4-iron. Got about, I would say, about 190 yards to the front edge of this green. So I'm taking 4, taking into consideration a little bit above me as well. Need to carry it probably 205, 210 in the air. And I tell you what, find the middle of the green, you got every chance of an eagle. And it's a ripper. Come on, drift a little bit, beat the club, get back there, get up. Nice bounce to the left a bit. Anywhere around that green, you're going to fancy your chances. If you're going to chip it or putt it, it's eagle time.
Yes, and just to confirm what John was saying, 15 eagles over the 3 days so far, almost 200 birdies here.
Yeah, the guys need to make their scores on these par 5s, 10 and 12 to start this back 9, both par 5s. Guys looking for big tee shots here, give themselves as short a club in as they can.
In the bunker here for Richard Mansell, just shy of this 8th green. No, he wasn't in the bunker. Just shy on the upslope, and he's played up early and hold another one. What a gorgeous chip.
What an eventful start to the round for Richard Mansell, who shot, would you believe, a 58 at Fort Lauderdale Country Club when he was playing over there on the amateur collegiate circuit.
I had some decent results at the start of the year, but didn't quite feel I was playing my best and didn't feel like I was hitting it good. And then, yeah, last week I felt like I found something. The second round I really started to hit it well, and I lost by 1 last week with well, I had 5 penalty shots. So that kind of proved that the good golf was there and I was close. And obviously I'm back in contention this week, and I'm just looking forward to having a chance again. So,
What's been the key to your good performance this week on this course?
I've hit 35 out of 36 greens. My driver has been on, to be honest. I've just been hitting it hard and hitting it pretty long, as I know Marco has as well. And I think that's what you can do around here. You've got to try and demolish it with your driver, really, and then just try and make a few putts, because the greens are the protection, really. They're quite slopey. And there's been a few tricky pins, especially yesterday. So yeah, just try and get as close to the greens as possible. Obviously, if you can hit the fairways, it's firm, so it's going to run. And just keep the foot down from the off, really. Just try and birdie every hole, literally, because obviously you're not going to do that, but it can be done, kind of thing. So yeah, that's the mindset.
Yeah, second hole here at 10. Poppleton out with the wood. 3-wood, I think, up the hill. Coming in low, is he going to skirt this one all the way on, or is he flying it all the way? Oh, pitches it short and just dies a death, nearly an inch from the green.
First look at John Parry on this 10th hole tee shot. Ex-European Tour player.
And Scott, winner, 2010 Vivendi Trophy in Paris. That was the year he had 4 top 10s, including that victory.
Yeah, absolutely. Some good results. Good victory. Working his way back. Now Poppleton, long range eagle attempt here at 10. Yeah, good distance from that range. Should be a set 4.
Now, we've just seen John Parry. He was a member of the 2007 Walker Cup team. So was Jonathan Caldwell, who pops that one in. And their teammate, or at least one of their teammates, was a certain Rory McIlroy.
You got that right. Jonathan Caldwell, very good player, very established player. Go get some as well, attitude. He likes to take the course on. Poppleton there, great 2-putt from the front part of the green.
Now Daniel Gaunt, second shot to 9. Need to close out this front 9 with a birdie. Steady now, false front here, and that one has not made it up far enough. Just gets held up in the fringe. He'll be disappointed with that from that range.
Parry here at the rough with the wood. Nice lie, obviously. Gouges this one out. Looks to be heading left, though. Bit dippy. And that's going to be okay, though, there. Just shy of the bunker. Should be quite a straightforward chip. Loads of green to work with.
The 9th green is elevated and it does slope from back to front, but all 3 players have just spun it off the front edge here. Gaunt will be able to putt, but for Mansell and Penge, they're going to have to be chipping. But that slope on the green means they can be aggressive. There's a little bit of swing from left to right, but the balls are lying nicely, and players of this quality will fancy their chances of scaring the hole for birdie.
The umbrellas are down for the time being. Now Gaunt with the putter, as Kit said. Just a few inches off the green. Can be really aggressive with this one up the slope, a bit from right to left. Go on then. Yes, beauty.
Ooh, little fist pump there by Daniel Gaunt. That was a solid stroke, right in the heart of the hole.
It's been a low-key season so far for James Fraser. Best tied 21st at Donington Grove, but last year he had 6 top 10s, including tied 2nd at the Penta Hotels Championship at Caversham Heath. You always feel as though that first victory could be around the corner.
Oh, without question, James Fraser is a big talent. Watched him over the last couple of years. Been waiting for him to break through. It's inevitable it's going to happen, as we see Richie Mansell there. Just putting that one in nicely.
John Parry, just short left on the par 5 10th. Playing a little aerial route up to the flag. Go on then. Yeah, very good touch, as you would expect from this man. Just a short tap in there for his birdie 4.
Now we come to 12, reachable par 5 in 2 shots. You can hit a drive down there, big slopey fairway, right to left. Ball well above the stance for Johnny Colwell. And I think this is probably like a 9-iron. Get this one slinging in, down the breeze. Oh, and he's played a perler, setting up a golden opportunity for Eagle.
Yeah, it's a scoring part of the course. The beginning of this back 9, as we see Parry just looking to clean this one up for his birdie 4. Well done. And he's sneaking his way up this leaderboard.
As is Poppleton. We saw his birdie on 10. He then parred 11.
Par 5 12. Give it a dig. As Johnny said, downwind. Guys can get there with a very short iron today. That one's just going to hold up in the rough. Just held back on it slightly, keeping it up that right side.
Fraser down the left-hand side of 10. Not a bad angle to come in from. Oh, couldn't have been a good lie. This looks like it's heading left. It needs to slow down. Right by the path over there. That's not going to be an easy up and down for birdie.
Caldwell now. Had the fantastic short iron in, this for Eagle. And he makes it. Beautiful.
5 under through the last 4 holes. Another title candidate is Jack South. His favourite course is TPC Deer Run in the American Midwest, where John Morgan was runner-up in the 2004 John Deere Classic. For South, though, the start of his professional career wasn't plain sailing.
The first 2 years, just couldn't really get anything going because I was injured, battling injury, limited events, and yeah, I mean, it was just like, how can I get my golf swing better to fix the injuries and then come back more consistent? And I've done that last year and got close a couple of times and didn't quite happen, but I learnt more every time. And I feel more comfortable in the situations now, and it's just going from strength to strength, really.
How frustrating was it when you were keen to push on with your career, get out on the golf course, and the injuries kept holding you back?
Yeah, it was so frustrating, but it all came down to one root problem, and that was my golf swing. And I had to change my golf swing if I wanted to compete, just compete alone. And I did. With Michael Welch, I've been seeing him now, and the changes we've been doing are really starting to come into fruition. And combine that with a strength and conditioning coach who analyses your body, knows where you need to get stronger, get rid of the weaknesses, and between the two of them, they've really helped me kick on and improve.
Yeah, good to see guys put injuries behind them and move forward. Now this third shot to the par 5 10th. Just a short wedge, taking dead aim. Go on then. Oh, tracking that was. Beautiful shot, just a couple of feet now for birdie.
Swing looks nice and simple, just like this man, Poppleton. Hit the right rough. This ain't easy. Ball above his stance. Is he going to get the flyer though? Down the breeze. Needs a tall, high ball flight. Land it on the green softly. Oh, look at this. Oh, that was actually a little bit unlucky. I thought I was going to be better than that.
Yeah, it just seemed to die on him, and he'd have expected that to release right up to the hole side. Now Fraser. Third shot on 10, left of the green here. Didn't look to be too bad a lie. And that's just come out a bit soft on him. Disappointed with that.
Back to 12, Poppleton has this to leapfrog Mansell into the lead.
Yeah, breaking off his right-hand side here, Phil. This one is tracking nicely. Oh, always slightly low side, come halfway. And that'll be, well, just a foot and a half putt for his birdie. Now as we see Fraser here, from a good 20-25 feet out for his birdie at 10. Poor chip though, just got underneath it like you said, Scott. And he's, oh my goodness. Oh! I didn't think that was going in.
I don't think he would have either. Incredible. Almost blown back in by the wind.
That was like one step forward, two back, and then, well, and then gallop towards the finish line.
Poppleton cleaning up for his birdie on 12.
That means 6 under for the first 2/3 of the round. With a superb 66, Joshua Grenville-Wood holds the clubhouse lead, but Poppleton might go even lower, and with 6 holes left to exploit, he's jointly setting the pace with Mansell. And don't discount the man now chatting with Kit, James Fraser, only 1 back.
2 birdies, no bogeys. It's been quite steady on a course that has yielded lots of birdies, especially for you in the first couple of rounds. How important is patience today?
Oh, absolutely, because as I said, it's a lot trickier out here today with the wind, and it's in a completely different direction to what we've been playing. So, you know, holes like 10 there, I've hit driver, well, I attempted it at 3-iron to the green, whereas the first 2 days I was hitting driver 8-iron. So, you know, that's a big difference. But yeah, it's just, you know, we had a bit of rain to start, and yeah, it's just, like I said, it's just trying to stay patient and keep plugging away.
Now we're into the back 9. Do you take a look at the leaderboards and perhaps adjust strategy at certain points?
No, I think I did think about that this morning actually, and you know, I want to know where I am in the field, but equally, you know, I want to shoot the lowest score I can. If it's good enough for the end of the day, then great. I don't know what the guys are doing behind, but yeah, I'll see one when I get there.
Lovely stuff so far. Thanks for your time,
Cheers.
James.
Fraser bang in the mix, together with Nick Poppleton and so many others, as the Cobra Puma Next Level Championship builds to quite a climax. Opened in 1990 and named Course of the Year in 95, McDonald Portal Hotel, Golf and Spa is playing host to a gripping event on the EuroPro Tour, the Cobra Puma Next Level Championship. The final group have arrived on the 10th tee, and what a drive from Richard Mansell. The perfect combination of length and accuracy, together on the par 5. Mansell finds himself tied at the top with the hard-charging Nick Poppleton from Wath Golf Club, but only 3 strokes cover the top 9. It's wide open. As for Kit Alexander, he's down on the 10th fairway.
Mansell is straight down the hay diddle-diddle here on the par 5 10th, and it was a big hit off the tee as well into this stiff breeze. The second shot still straight into it, but with only 213 yards to the pin, he can be aggressive. It's tucked on the right-hand side, but expect this one to come down left of the pin towards the centre of the green.
Well, these par 5s 10 and 12 are key for Gaunt and Mansell. Gaunt out with a driver, smashing it up the hill. Looks like it's just turned over right to left. It would have been enough to get there. Mansell just with a long iron, driving iron.
Let's see how low this one comes out, Scott. Oh yeah, Pearson shot and the twirl as well to boot. Little skip forward, he loves it, and why not? What a shot.
These par 5s are pivotal.
Well, here we go, the 12th hole. It's a par 5. It's only a tiny one as well. It's 522 yards long. These boys hit it a country mile. I mean, James Fraser, first day, hit a 54-degree sand iron in for his second shot. Massive eagle opportunity. I mean, the boys here, what they're faced with is downhill, big sloping fairway from right to left. All the trouble is down the left as well. There's out of bounds on there. There's 2 big trees down the right. One on the left is on your money. You aim at that one, you unleash one. And I tell you, when I say unleash one, both feet off the deck at impact. No holding back. You can make mincemeat of this one and give yourself a good eagle chance. Outward driver and just let rip. On the money. That is rifled. Look at that big bounce down the left-hand side. What am I going to have left in? I don't know.
Well, that was well over 350 yards, and I'm sure John Parry will get into the same vicinity.
Yeah, he's 3 back. He would love to make eagle here, sending that one down the right. Don't think it's coming back though. No, hung up on the right bank. I'm sure he can still reach from there. Just not quite what he was looking for.
Well, fairly long bunker shot here for Gon in the left bunker. That's just shy and left of this green. Good 30 yards to this back right pin from where he is. Oh, and he's played an absolute corker. You can hear the people there looking on, congratulating him on a well-played shot.
So this is Parry. You can see still hasn't got much to this green. Second shot, par 5. Looking to feed it in from the right. He's telling it to go. Sounded a bit heavy. And that's in the front trap.
Now Mansell looking for his second eagle of the day after that bolt from the blue on the 6th.
Yeah, this would really extend his lead. Oh, it's a great effort. Just moved at the last minute. Solid birdie 4, but that will feel like a shot gone that he could have pulled up there.
There's that bunker shot from the front right trap here at 12. Will move off his right once on the dance floor, feed its way down. That's not bad from there. That was not an easy bunker shot. He had the good lie though.
Penge now for his birdie on 10. He's missed a couple of short ones today. Needs to get this one positively in the middle, and he does. Well done.
Ahead on the 14th, it's only 135 yards. Tichy and a birdie chance.
Yeah, Poppleton would love to roll this one in. Oh, shaved the left edge. He's playing some great golf today, this young man. Giving himself every chance of a first win.
With these conditions though, Scott, do you find, you know, having a caddy in these drizzly conditions is a massive help?
Yeah, no question. Stops you getting flustered, keeps stuff a bit drier. Now Parry, go on. Yeah, superb up and down that. That definitely would have been a shot dropped if he hadn't made birdie there.
Well, up and over the tree, it looks like for Richard Mansell here. 2 in the lead. Should have some spin on this. Oh, controls it well. Was short enough to get just that nice hop and a stop.
Quiet day so far for Will Ennifer. Birdie on the 4th. The rest pars. Until there, another birdie on 12.
Yeah, played with this man at Cumberwell Park. Good player. Really impressed. Now for another birdie to extend his lead. Richard Mansell. Good stroke. Oh, shaves the left side. Ooh, you can see him puff of the cheeks there. He thought he had it.
Yeah, with the par 5 to come, he would have loved to have rolled that one in.
Apart from displaying his considerable golfing skills, Mansell is benefiting from admirable mental resilience and leads by 1 from Poppleton, with Fraser and Gaunt tied 3rd and still within striking distance. As for the 36-hole leader Marco Penge, well, birdies have been in short supply, at least of one variety.
Marco, it's been quite a 3 weeks for you. Of course, a couple of weeks ago at Dusbury, you were holding the lead. It didn't quite go to plan. How did you react to that?
I didn't really let it affect me, to be honest. I felt a bit sick after it, obviously, and really disappointed that night. But the day after, I was pretty buzzing, to be fair. You know, 2nd place in the EuroPro is not a bad achievement. I love it how they fly down. It's like proper low down and then...
Swoops in, doesn't it? Oh.
Yeah, it comes nice and low.
Only just clears the bench by like a foot. Seems like you've really taken your game to the next level after your debut campaign last year. What have you done to go up a notch?
I'm back to where I was before I turned pro. I feel like I'm really confident again, which is kind of my personality. And I changed coach a 1.5 years ago and seeing Graham Walker. And he's improved my pitching massively. It used to be my weakness and now it feels like it's one of my strengths.
Good boy, Storm. Makes it look nice and easy, doesn't he?
That's quality.
You hit the ball a prodigious distance. What is it in your swing that generates that power?
Well, just stand up to it and hit it as hard as I can, to be honest. I am very fortunate that I've kind of been born with them fast twitch fibres.
How far do you think this power can take you in this game?
Well, it's massive. Look at the top 20 in the world nowadays. They're all big hitters, so I think it's a massive advantage if you can bomb it out there.
What would it mean to you if you did get your hands on that big trophy tomorrow?
Yeah, no, it'd be awesome. It's kind of one of my goals for this year, and that'd kind of top the year off for how good I have been playing. But like I said last week, if it doesn't happen this week, then it can happen next week. Crazy how big their wingspan is when you look at them like here and to when they fly off.
Yeah, you know, all
So
tucked
wide,
in like this.
Yeah.
But Harris hawks are part of what we refer to as broad wings, so they're built for the glide and the soar. Your true hawks are like sparrowhawks and goshawks of this country, they're much shorter wings, or your falcons have got very long, thin wings for their high-speed flight instead.
Because they go up to like 80 odd mile an hour, don't they, when they're coming down on a bit of prey?
The bird you're thinking of is the peregrine falcon, which is the fastest animal on the planet, can do 242 miles per hour.
242?
Yeah.
What?
It does 242, so it gets up to 242 miles an hour.
It's the highest recorded speed from one, yeah.
Really?
Awesome stuff. Well, we've had an absolute pleasure getting to know Storm and having some fun with him. Now let's head out to the commentators and see if there are any eagles to be had out on the course.
Kid certainly got his talons into that one.
Yeah, he has. Boom, boom. Now, right half of the green, this is where South is aiming. Might just turn it over a little bit coming out of the rough. Get a hard bounce, skirt on. Oh, and it's done that. And he's going to have a decent chance here from, well, you got to say 25 feet for eagle.
You could just hear it coming out of that rough. It was quite squelchy with the water in there. Now Fraser from the opposite side. Towering shot. Whoa, steady on. Just a couple of yards right of where he wanted it.
We saw Will Ennifer, who's a Cobra Puma Next Level Academy player, birdie 12. Well, he birdied 13 as well, in the mix.
Yeah, and this is a great chance. This short par 3. Come on then. Yeah, back to pin high. That's another outside chance for him for 3 in a row.
And we've just seen 14. This is where this man had his hole-in-one on the first day. Now Fraser on the bank, at the back of the green here at 12. Down the hill, should slide a little bit off his left. Oh, just didn't quite hit it.
Yeah, greens perhaps just slowed up with that on and off rain we've had today. Now 14, parry. This man should be taking dead aim at this flag. Very accessible. Controlled flight into this par 3. Just a fraction long.
Yeah, just over that tier. Just about 18, 19 on in the middle of the green. Not easy, but South here for eagle. Up the hill, slow putt this one, off the right. Oh, good effort. Done well to get it past the hole.
We will give him that one for 14 under, and that's where Jonathan Caldwell would dearly love to be, with a birdie here on 16. Mind you, so far this week, he's made a par and a bogey on this par 3.
Yeah, 190 yards. Water short and left. Well, he's given himself a great chance of birdie there.
Slick one here now for Fraser, downhill, bending slightly off the left, probably 2 balls outside it. He's nice and firm with it and gets it. That's a confident stroke.
So what news of Marco Penge back on the 12th?
That is a 150 yards to the middle of the green marker, and Marco Penge is only just shy of it off the tee here on the par 5 12th. It's downhill, downwind. He's got that wind with him into the pin, and it opens it up beautifully. Plenty of green to work with. As I say, 154 downwind. It's probably just going to be a wedge. If he can land it just short and right of the pin, this could go really close.
First with his approach, though, it's Mansell.
Yeah, coming out the right rough. It's a little bit thick where he is, but not much club at all. Need to pitch it just short and right, let it release up. Come on. Oh, it's a little bit fiery there. No control from that rough, but Just going to hold the back edge of the green.
Just thinking, you know, John, Penge was the victim of a back nine charge from Alfie Plant at Dudsbury a couple of weeks back. He needs to produce one of his own.
He does indeed, Phil. Good golden opportunity to kick-start the charge as well here at 12. To a high ball flight like Kit required. Said needs to pitch it on the front edge and just missed his landing spot. And he's going to have, well, a good 35 feet down the hill here for Eagle, for Marco.
John Parry up ahead at 14. This for a birdie 2. Should be moving a little right to left down the slope. Got to get there though. Oh, John. He'll be massively frustrated with that one.
He will now. Well, what is this? 60 feet, I reckon, off the left-hand side for Richard. Anything within a bucket, he'd be happy with it. Oh, what a touch. What a touch. Wasn't 60 feet, more like 50 feet, but that was a great putt. And that's going to be a tap-in 4. That's an easy birdie.
Yeah, you just got to keep plugging away, giving himself opportunities. He's the man to catch. Now Ennifert on 14. This for 3 in a row. Left to righter. Go on then. Oh, yes. A late charge from Ennifert, putting him well and truly in the mix.
As this would for Penge.
Now, this is the type of putt you need. If this goes in, what's the fist pump? It's a bit heavy-handed, though. Slow down, ball. Oh, my goodness.
And that can be the danger sometimes when you're pressing. You get an eagle opportunity, you give it a blast. Now Caldwell, good tee shot on the par 3 16th to here. This for a birdie 2. Beautiful putt. Dead weight. And it is really getting tight at the top now.
Yeah, playing well, Jonathan Caldwell. Now, come on, Marco. All this for birdie after that great drive. Second on the green. Yeah, gets it. You definitely deserved a birdie.
Yeah, it's been hard work for him today, hasn't it? He's still fighting, though.
Birdies on the 2 par 5s to start this back nine, though. Do you feel that's got the momentum back into your round?
Yeah, you know, I think I'm the one that knows the most what can happen in the last 6 holes from obviously last week. So, yeah, time to go for it now. Hit driver off 11, trying to get up near the green. I got a little unlucky at one bounce and then hit the trunk, 50 short. But yeah, I feel a lot better in myself now. At the start, adrenaline was going massively and I was trying to control it and it was finding it tough. But now I feel myself again now.
Good luck the rest of the round. Thanks for your time,
Cheers,
Marco.
Kit. Cheers.
Nick Poppleton, 7 starts this season on the EuroPro Tour. Couple of missed cuts. He's best, tied 18th at Dudsbury, so I think he's almost sure to improve on that.
Yeah, this one looks like it's heading left, though, Phil. Gets the bank to help him out. If that had just missed the bank the other side, that would have been in a world of trouble.
Now Ennifert, can he continue his good run? Wedge in hand. Approach here to 15. Looking to get this one tight. Come on, bit of spin. Come on. It's working back.
Here we go. Poppleton here going with the slope. Out with what looks to be a wedge. It's forward. Getting it chipping and running though. Going with the slope. And playing an absolute beauty.
Yeah, good touch there. No sign of nerves.
Upside down.
Back on 15, the man from Shropshire, Ennifert, for 4 on the trot. 4 birdies, that is.
Yeah, time for another one here. He gets it, man on a mission. He looks very happy.
Ennifert climbs into the top 5. Holes are running low for Poppleton, but too clear. It's Mansell. That said, after what he's experienced in the past, and indeed what happened earlier today, the breakthrough-seeking Midlander will be taking absolutely nothing for granted. The Cobra Puma Next Level Championship continues after the break. The outstanding standard of golf and the level of scoring at McDonald Portal illustrates the ever-improving quality of the PGA EuroPro Tour. And so far, the pick of the bunch has been Richard Mansell. 2 in front, 5 holes to negotiate after a par at the 13th. Now the next is the shortest hole on the course, but please don't take it lightly. Would you believe this hole has produced the most double bogeys this week? 17 in total.
Well, here we are at 14. What a puller of a par 3, 136 yards, tiny little baby. We say good things come in small packages. Well, it's this one. It's the signature hole. And just look at that. Beautiful green here, shaped, water wrapping around, big trees overhanging as well. Front pin position, which I'm going for. That's where James Fraser had his hole-in-one. And all that banking round the back of the screen, he fed off of that, and the baby went in the hole. Anything short, you're in the drink, and you don't want to be in there. Now, he hit pitch wedge. I'm no James Fraser, I don't have the muscles of James, but I'm going to try and hit the same shot. Now if I get it past, it will feed back to that pin, but I don't want to overcook it and go swimming. So here we go, wedge in hand, aiming pretty much just right at that pin, use my little draw, try and draw it in there. Come on. Well, it's nearly on the money, maybe just left of it. Oh, dances. It's not in, but it's close enough. What a hole.
You're right, John. When it comes to par 3s, short is sweet.
It is indeedy. We've seen many of them over the years. Some great little par 3s. Richard Mansell here, shorn off, little followed through, trying to get some serious control with that pin just over that tier, and that is a cracker. Just past pin eye. And that'll be a little breaker off the left-hand side for his 2.
Let's see what Penge can do. Again, just taking dead aim. Just controlling your ball flight in this gusty breeze is the key. And that one just pin high to the right. Doesn't look too pleased with it, but it will be a birdie chance.
Will Enifer here at the 16th, 190 yards, is par 3. It's a good strong swing, but he's let it go on the wind down the right hand side. And well, shouldn't be much problem from there. Looks a nice lie down that right.
Penge now. Little from his right. Just got to get it there. Yeah, good effort. Just under borrowed slightly. A good positive chance.
This 15th has been somewhat dangerous this week. We've had 4 triple bogeys or worse, but from where South is, I was about to say it should provide a birdie opportunity, but he came so close to spinning that back into the agua.
Cool, wasn't he? His heart must have been in his mouth there, Phil. Now this is that putt from Richard Mansell, down off the left-hand side. Tracking, oh, a little bit heavy-handed. Finishes right behind the hole, but good foot and a half past.
Fraser now to 15. Big slope at the front of this green. You've got to get it up there. Coming in with these short clubs, plenty of spin on the ball. Got to get it at least pin high, and he's done that. Could be a downhill putt, but a good chance for birdie.
Bogey-free Will Enifer today. Can he keep that status intact?
Yeah, this is a delicate one. He's got plenty of loft here. Yeah, just getting it onto the front edge. Actually played it too well, John.
He did. I think he thought that was going to be stone dead. A little bit work to be done now south. After that backspin, nearly coming back into the water. Slow shot this one, up the green, chipping it. Oh, and he didn't catch that at all. This could be back at his feet. Stay there, ball. Run up and mark it, my son.
Enifer now. Keep his clean card. Perhaps just right centre putt. Yeah, well done. Good stroke.
God, mind me of you, that did, Scott.
Yeah, didn't have too many of those days, but we had the odd 1 or 2. Now Fraser. Well, this boy can putt as well. Downhill, left to right. Needs this one. Oh, so close. Great effort.
The 17th on this championship course at Portal is stroke 1, and Poppleton is struggling for par.
Oh, and that just stayed out there. I think he thought he had that. It was going to swing some more, but it didn't. And that's going to be disappointing.
Now South, this for par on 15. We saw the chip, just got under it a little bit. Up the hill, slow putt. And well, not even close really. Hugely frustrating, just going into this par 4 with a wedge. Walking off with a bogey.
First, the stock of Poppleton, then South, falls with bogeys they could ill afford. Mansell's title claim appears stronger by the moment, but with a birdie on the last, Caldwell would be home in 29. He'd be alone in second, and more pressure would be applied to the leader.
Yes, it would, Phil. Now he's coming out the right rough here at 18. Humongous green, this one. 59 yards deep from top to bottom. And the pin in a tough place on the top tier. He's got a nice fellow player on the bag there.
Yes, Dermot McElroy.
You nailed it, Phil.
You boys are paying more attention than I am. Now Gaunt. What a shot in there, but look at the spin on that. That is unbelievable, John.
Oh my God, this is, well, do you know what? It's heartbreaking. You all of a sudden about 4 or 5 feet away, and well, now you're 40 foot straight up the hill. Now come on, John. Chip this one to the edge of the green, let it release. And it dug its hooves in a little bit, and a testy little 4-footer.
After the birdies we saw on 10 and 12 from Fraser, 3 pars then ensued.
Really good swing there, Scott, don't you feel, from James Fraser?
Yeah, great rhythm, great tempo. Just dragged it a little bit. He won't be pleased with that, but pin high. None of these shots are particularly easy with this breeze, as we keep saying, gusting.
Yeah, it's into their faces as well, and it's 190 yards. They're probably playing like 2 club win, 210. Holding on to this one, seems to be leaking right for South. Clatters into the tree and comes out.
And that'll be a tricky up and down for sure. Now Caldwell needs this one for par on 18 to finish at 15. Post the clubhouse lead. Oh, Jonathan. Positive putt, but not on that line. Disappointing bogey 5 to finish. What a run around the turn. Birdie 9, 10, 11, eagle 12.
Well, this is the putt from short of the green here for Daniel Gunn, and this is slow. We've seen it before from South earlier. Can he get it up by the flag? No, he can't, and that's going to be a testy 3.5 footer to save his part.
You would think for Enifer to retain title aspirations, a birdie finish would be a minimum requirement.
Yeah, it's looking that way. The man is on a run. Can he keep it going? He certainly can. What a shot. Go on then. Incredible, John.
Mate, that's phenomenal. Phenomenal golf. I mean, like I said earlier, you know, play with him at Camberwell. He's got some serious game. It's only a matter of time till he gets over the line and gets his first victory. Now Penge off the right, slow putt. Just lacking the legs.
All the guys struggling with the pace going up that hill. Now South to the right of the par 3 16th. Not a lot of green to work with. Needs a favourable bounce. Steady now. Wonderful touch. Couldn't do much better than that from there.
Back on 15. Another gut check, as they say in America, for Richard Mansell. Left to right. Oh, those par putts are the glue that hold title challenges together.
Yeah, and they're not easy, are they, Scott? The sidewinders left to right.
No, that was a very, very tough putt given the circumstances. Now Poppleton driving one up 18. Pretty good effort. It's a lot longer than it looks though, but he's on board for 2.
And Daniel Gaunt to save his par. Inside left firm all day long. Oh, and just went for the left edge and 2 firm, stays there.
And let's not forget, Scott, the ball was dancing around the pin with his second. That spin really hurt.
Yeah, massive disappointment there to make bogey. Almost from nowhere. Now Fraser, pin high left on 16, the par 3. Bit of a slower putt here. Got to be firm with it. And he got the speed, just misread it. Should be a safe par.
Yeah, Parry now here at 17, second from last hole. This for a rare birdie on this tough hole today. John tracking down the hill. Oh, not quite enough. Foot shy of the hole.
Yeah, just a little bit tentative in the closing stages. Got to remain positive with the putts. Poppleton will be giving this a good bash. Up the slope, big tier there that you can't really see. Moving in. Not a bad effort, but still a tester for his par to finish. South played a fantastic chip from right of this green. And he's just over-borrowed. A bit of over-borrowing going on.
Yes, and a few players are now faltering, which collectively has got to be really good news for South's fellow Midlander, Mansell.
Now Poppleton with this short but testing putt to finish his round with a par. He's played some wonderful golf today. Yeah, confidently done. Decent round of golf that, 5 under par, great start. Just 2 bogeys today. Really solid week. Something to build on for the rest of the season.
What a run this man is on. Will Enner for this for a tap-in birdie. Another one at the hard 17th. Oh man, he's got the 15 under, Phil. Wow.
Yes, one of many who have played really nicely today. With spectacular finishes, a handful of golfers could yet be crowned champion, but there's no disguising the favourite to win this, the COBRA PUMA Next Level Championship. That's Richard Mansell, 2 in front, 3 pressure-filled holes to go. Can Mansell prevail at Portal? Find out after the break. In sporting circles, you hear it all the time. Keep knocking on the door and it's bound to open. Well, Richard Mansell sure hopes that's true, because for him, the door is ajar. Standing on the 16th tee at McDonald Portal, Mansell leads by 2, his maiden victory on the EuroPro Tour beginning to beckon. It's a time for deep breaths and trusting your technique. Can he get it over the line?
It's all about composure and keeping your nerves in check, keep your rhythm, keep to your routine. A little bit quick on that one. Is that going left? I think it is, John.
Well, I had a nice soft bounce there, Scott. I think that's his saving grace. Could have had a hard bounce there, kicking off the other side of that slope, and that would have been in trouble.
Yeah, winning is not easy on whatever level you're at. Now Penge teeing up on the left side, just trying to hold one off. I think he likes it for line. Yeah, very good shot. That wind is really making this whole play tricky today.
Yeah, those big fir trees down the left really guarding the wind, causing havoc, making it swirl. Now Gaunt here, trailing by 3. Needs a crazy finish to get in the hunt here. Going for the Shawnee follow through. Looks like he's liking it. He's not shouting at it. And look at that. What a shot.
Yeah, he's not going away. He's not giving up, Dan. He'll be trying to finish with 3 birdies. See what he can do. Now Fraser, this is the man. He needs to birdie the last 2. 2 longish par 4s, but this man is one of the longest drivers of the ball out here. That one's a little left, but I think he's avoided the hazard.
Mansell's got plenty of green to work with here from the left-hand side of the par 3 16th green, but as you saw, it's not the greatest lie. The grass is a little bit straggly and it is quite soft underfoot. He needs to be precise with the contact though. It's uphill. These greens are slow, as we know. If he doesn't quite get his landing spot correct, he can easily leave this one 6 foot short, and you don't want those for par when you're chasing your first title.
Every shot so important. So critical at this stage. Nothing is easy, and this will test him to the fullest. Looks to have played it very well indeed. Lovely touch there, John.
Yeah, and he's going to get a nice read from Daniel Gaunt.
Well, this is the 18th hole. It's a par 4 up the hill as well, with a monster green in front of you. It's 426 yards off this tee box. 263 yards to carry the last bunker on the right-hand side. So the big hitters, the muscly ones that hit the driver miles, will be able to take that on, bounce it up to roughly about here, which is about 300 yards off the tee, leaving himself to the middle of the putting surface where that pin is today, no more than probably like 115 yards, but it's uphill. It's a tricky one. It's 59 deep, this green as well, on 3 tiers. It's a monster. Got sand iron out. I'm going to try and give you what you want here. Pins at the front, a little bit of a ledge behind it so I can feed it off that towards the pin. Now, come on, Johnny. Put a good one on for the boys and girls at home. That's looking good. It's looking good. Oh, singing and all dancing. Let's go up there and have a look at the green. How good was that? Well, there you go, everybody. What a shot in there. I was really proud of that one. But as I step on this green, I don't think you realise how high that back tier is. I mean, it's head height from where I am. It's on 3 levels and it's 59 yards deep. I mean, just follow me up here. I mean, it's really slopey as well, all the way from back to front. Absolutely fine. I mean, it's narrow, so if you get a wayward tee shot, you're in the rough, or you've laid up further back, like hit an iron off the tee, you're going to be coming in with a 6 iron into this hole. That makes this hole extremely hard. So my opinion is, hit that driver, hit it as hard as you want, down outright, take that bunker out of play, try and come in here with the shortest club possible.
The green has 3 tiers. It would be 3 cheers for Will Enifer if he could birdie here. It would be his 6th birdie in the last 7 holes.
Yeah, it'd be an astonishing finish. Just coming in from the right side. Got to get the club in right, and that will be extremely disappointing and difficult from down there.
Yeah, Marco now for his 2 at 16 off the left-hand side, keeping the flag in. And the putter's just not been playing ball for him today. Definitely let this man down in place, especially on that first hole. 3 putting from, well, what was that, 3 feet?
Yes, that set the tone, and I think it really shook him.
Yeah, a couple of tough weeks, but he'll learn from it. He'll be back stronger, I'm sure. Now, Gaunt, fantastic tee shot in here. This for a birdie 2. Ooh, tried to get away.
Oh, if that had missed, he'd have lost the plot. I think that putter would have gone flying.
Yeah, that was weak. But it's dropped. You can see it just got enough. And it's a 2 on the card, no pictures.
Yeah, a face of surprise and delight and amazement.
Now, under the circumstances, what an up and down this would be for Mansell.
Yeah, this is another pressure shot, another pressure putt, but no sign of nerves. Confidently rolled in the middle of the cup.
Well, like he said earlier in the week, he learnt a lot from last week. He's bringing it all to this week. So you see Fraser here launching one out of the left rough. And it kicks left onto the front edge of the green here at 17.
But he's there in 3. That's a long range attempt for par. Now Mansell, 17. Launching that tee shot. And that is perfection.
The pressure is off, and what a lovely swing this is. Lazy power. Got to see him earlier on in the year at one of his charity dues, his home club. Took me on the first and made mincemeat of me. Flew me by about 20 yards, Scott.
Yeah, these young lads power it out there, and that was just a 3-wood.
Ultra slow putt here, coming up the last tier for Will Enifer. Ball on the middle tier. Look at this one, giving it a full swing and gets it, well, within gimme range. That is some putt from about, well, at least 60 feet away, and you can see how delighted he is. Full backswing, like he said, needed.
Now Fraser had his troubles up 17. Putting from the fringe. Long range par putt here. Needs to drop. Go on then.
Oh,
my
how did
goodness.
that miss there, Scott? My goodness. Cellophane bridge, wasn't it?
Absolutely. No emotion from Fraser there. Wow.
Already this year we've had 2 former European Tour winners win on the EuroPro Tour, David Dixon and Mikhail Lundberg. John Parry isn't going to be the 3rd, but he finishes nicely, and it's really good to see players of his calibre competing out here.
It is indeed, Phil, and that's a lovely round of golf. Just a 1 blip on the 4th, but great tournament all round.
Richard Mansell was tied 2nd last week at the Motor Caddy Masters. He was 2nd a couple of times last season at Wychwood Park and at Fox Hills, but this looks like being his day. Mind you, Gord's not waving the white flag.
No, he's not. This is a real good butcher's at 17, 3rd shot.
Well, coming up a little shy. Not attacking enough like he needs to in these final 2 holes.
Mansell has 149 yards left here on the 17th. It's steeply uphill though, probably a good club extra. That pin is tucked away there over on the right-hand side on quite an elongated green, but fortunately the way it slopes, he can aim just left of it for the centre of the green, and those slopes will feed it towards that pin.
Yeah, it plays 8 yards uphill to the front of this green. A little bit more to the pin, so yeah, 10 yards, that's a club. Another controlled shot, not going after it too much. Very, very good. Fully in control. Exhibition stuff now, John.
Yeah, it is. I think that will really calm the nerves for that young man. Now Will Ennifer to finish off in, well, what is a great round at the 18th. And look at that, flawless. What a back 9, 31 coming in. Round of 67, 6 under, 15 under. What a round of golf. Fair play, young man.
Yeah, good to see him putting pressure on the leaders. Now Penge, this is his 4th shot at 17. All sorts of problems. Has he made it though? Oh! Hits the right edge.
Well, there you go, Scott. I got to ask you, do you think if that flag was out, that ball would have gone in?
No, because I think that just touched the right edge of the hole.
I think it was right half of the flag.
Maybe.
Tell you what, it summed up his day. As we see this, I was about to say beautiful swing from Fraser, but that was a horror show.
Yeah, that is the one place you don't want to be, Phil. Down the left-hand side, out of bounds down there, and that is clattered into the trees. Is he going for another ball, or has he got lucky?
Yeah, that was a dreadful way to finish your round. Now Gaunt for par up the hill, slow putt left to right. Now it's going to be a drop shot, and they're going to be very costly in this late stage of the tournament.
Well, there you go. Kicks back out onto the fairway. He's a long way from home. He's out with the driving iron. This is how far back he is. At least 240, 250 uphill to the back pin. And what a shot he's hitting there.
What a ricochet out of the trees that was. Just pure luck.
It was indeed. He'll take it, that's for sure. That'll save him a couple of bob. Now Mansell for his birdie. Played this hole supremely well. Off the left-hand side. Oh, you got to say that's the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, well, we said exhibition stuff. He's just done everything right. 3-wood off the tee, in position, set himself up with a birdie chance and nailed the putt. Awesome stuff.
Now, here we go. Look where he's aiming. At least 6 foot, 7 foot right of the hole. Coming up the tier, breaking hard. Got to hit it, though. Oh, knee knocker coming up, Scott.
Yeah, well, he got away with it off the tee, didn't he? He may not get away with the par.
Mansell striding to the 18th tee, all smiles. He's got one hand and several fingers on the trophy.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see James Fraser pop this one in. This will be a lucky part at the last, I know, but he's played well this event, and that's a shame. We'll have a look at that card here, and what a finish though. Bogey finish, 3 birdies on the card, round of 1 under, 72, 13 under, and it was just nice to see, you know, the fellow players coming out to give him a nice high five while he was wandering to the tee for his last drive of the day, you would assume.
Yeah, he's given that one a ride, keeping it down the right side, not going anywhere near the danger, and he's got that lovely cushion to play with.
He's got some swagger, this boy. He's all happy as Larry. Well done, Richard. Go and enjoy the walk.
Shout out for Todd Clements, the other member of this penultimate group. He finished 11 under par, the winner of our first event of the season, the IFX Payments Championship. As for Jack South, 2 back 9 bogeys cost him.
Mansell has one hand on this trophy and one more good swing, and he can strut up to this 18th green knowing he's going to be lifting it. What faces him now is 144 yards. From the right-hand side here, he's going in over that tree, but that shouldn't make any difference whatsoever. It's back into the breeze, and the pin is tucked at that very top tier. Too much spin, and he could bring it down to the middle tier. But coming from this lie over here in the rough, I don't think he needs to worry about that.
No, with the adrenaline flowing like it will be, this could even just be a big wedge. Soft 9, get it on that back tier if you can.
Probably the most common place of the day on that second tier below that hole.
Kind of stalled, didn't it, for a bit? Yeah, I thought it might jump a little bit, but yeah, nice shot.
Yeah, looking for a possible flyer from that lie. Didn't want to airmail the green, but he's safely on board for 2.
Yes, job effectively done, and boy does he deserve it.
He does, Phil. I mean, he's worked hard. There's Joe Folker from Puma, next level, looking on. Fellow Bristolian like myself, as we see the main man Mansell up the slope, giving it some what for, and that is just going a little foot and a half past the hole. And you know that kind of seals the deal, and there's the smile. There's the smile.
Yeah, worthy winner this week, for sure. Now Penge, just a clean up from 2.5 feet for his par on 18. Well done.
It's been a tough round to take, Scott, I think, for Marco Penge. But he's got so much game, he's bound to be back competing and contending in the weeks ahead.
Without question. Great player, Marco Penge. We're going to see a lot of him. And now Daniel Gaunt, finishing style. Off the right-hand side. Hit it, Daniel. Not to be. And the stage is set for Richard Mansell to bring it home. There's the card of the course for Daniel Gaunt there. Topsy-turvy day at the office for 1 under.
Yeah, he was pushing hard to the end. Those bogeys cost him any chance. But here's Mansell. Just his little 3-footer for his par. Yeah, well done. He finishes in style. What a great winner this week.
When he made the double bogey 7 on the 4th, I had my doubts, but he didn't.
He didn't. Good friends there with Marco Penge, giving one another a lot of encouragement, and there's a reaction. That's what he's been waiting for. It's been a long time coming.
Rich, congratulations. You've just won the COBRA PUMA Next Level Championship. How do you feel?
Unbelievable, to be honest. I've a little bit emotional. As quite a few people know, one of my good friends is in hospital at the minute, and honestly I just dedicate this to him because I've been feeling like it's been like my 15th club for the last month, so it's been a bit tough time and a couple of close calls, but I'm just happy to get up the line.
Great sentiments, Rich, great sentiments. After the near misses, the bogey down 18 last week, how sweet does it feel to get your rewards?
Great, especially like this is my local event, so got some people around come to follow, and yeah, it just kind of, all them near misses make this feel a little bit sweeter, so yeah.
Mansell in pole position. We've heard that before, and on this evidence we're going to hear it again. He triumphs at McDonald Portal by 3 strokes with an 18 under par aggregate that was truly top-notch, and which carries him to the top of the 4-event McDonald Series at halfway. And the £10,000 first prize has transported Mansell from 9th to 3rd in the updated Race to Desert Springs. Having finished a creditable tied 14th in the end, Alfie Plant remains number 1 from Andrew Wilson. Next time, it's Spey Valley in the Scottish Highlands. But for now, from Cheshire and from the COBRA PUMA Next Level Championship, where Mansell's been crowned King Richard I, it's goodbye.